Hi teachers, I'm here to explain to you how to create a curriculum map, or at least how I created mine. And I wanted to start on this home page so you could kind of see what you would see when you log in. And then you would go to develop and you'll have your classes here. Right now I just have ELA 8. And these are the units that I have created so far. Created 3 of them. And we as a team kind of got together and decided on how to name them. So RI stands for Reading Informational, and RL, Reading Literature. And then we broke it down by the craft and structure and key ideas and details. I want to walk you through my first map that I did because I think that would be the easiest for me to explain to you my process. So that would be this one, Key Ideas and Details, Holocaust. I'm going to click on that one and you can see that this is the whole unit map. I'm just going to do a quick scroll through so you can see the different components. So big idea, essential questions, standards, content knowledge, skills, school-wide learning expectations, Catholic identity, assessment evidence, learning plan, differentiation, technology integration, resources, any other attachments, and reflection. So let's start at the top. Where I started with all my maps that I created was with the standards. So I knew that I was focusing on, again, RI, Reading Informational Text, Key Ideas and Details. And so I went to the standards, and what I love about this program is that you can just click and everything you're looking for is right there. You can browse the standards, you can search for something you're really looking for. And when I click on here, see you have all the standards. So even teachers who don't teach English language arts, even though that's our focus this year, any teacher can make a unit map and find their standards. So if I'm just clicking here, and my class I'm teaching was grade 8, and you can click on all strands. You can see that the strands I chose in particular were just the reading informational text, key ideas and details, and then writing. However, you can choose standards, any standards you're going to assess or introduce at this point. So that includes the speaking and listening and those language skills as well. So add as many as you want. I like to add the ones that I definitely know I'm going to be assessing in this specific unit. So I started here. Then I knew that I was going to be focusing on the Holocaust, and I really wanted to focus with the struggle for social justice and finding ways to survive and support others during the struggle. So during my Holocaust unit, I read The Diary of Anne Frank, the play, and then I read Night by Elie Wiesel, and I really focus on this big idea. This is it, how can we, help others and support others during struggles. And that directly connects to my essential questions. How do people encounter challenges and overcome adversity during the struggle for social justice? And how are people inherently good or evil during the Holocaust? This question in particular is directly connected with the essay that the students will be doing later. Now, I do have big ideas for my skills, focusing on key ideas and details, but you do not need those necessarily. What we want you to focus on is the big ideas based on the content. Okay, remember these big ideas, and anytime you have, questions or whatnot, we have documents you can look through that will help define what is the big idea. But for me, the big idea is what is that overarching theme that I'm going to come back to, and I want students to focus on during the whole unit. And these are the questions I want students to be able to answer. And they shouldn't be yes or no questions. These should be questions that students are constantly gathering information for, constantly looking at how could I possibly answer this, and good discussions should come from these essential questions. Another thing I wanted to show you are skills. So these are directly connected to the standards that I chose. So again, up here, these are my standards. I focused on the key ideas and details, and then I also focused on writing an argumentative essay. So here you can see that my skills I chose directly connect to those things. And we have a nice list for you to use. I know we have a hyperdoc for you to kind of focus on and click on, and within that are the skills as well as the professional learning page on the diocesan website. You can go there and you can find the skills broken down by grade level and then again by standard, and you'll be able to, even if you just wanted to copy and paste them, or if you wanted to pick and choose the ones that really fit, these are the skills that your students will be learning during this unit. And I did break it down by reading and then writing because that worked best for me, but that is not something that you absolutely have to do. So I hope that's helpful, kind of looking at the first top part of the unit. And if there's any other questions, I know that one of us liaisons are going to be able to help you through it. And honestly, once you get started, it just flows. It feels so natural, and then when you're all done, it feels so good to have this unit map. The last thing I actually did want to point out to you, and I haven't even utilized it yet myself, was at the end, there's a reflection box. And I think this is so important as teachers for us to kind of be able to go back after a unit and reflect on how did it go, what could I do better, do differently, because next year when you go and open this map, you're going to want to be able to read your notes and adapt and change just as we do all the time for specific students. So I hope this was helpful for you, and good luck mapping!